Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today we're going to be trying out The Road of Dust and Sorrow. It says it is a pixel horror game that is based off of the 90s, so this seems like it'll be very cool to check out. I'm sure you're wondering why it says continue, even though this is the first time I'm playing. That is because I tried just a little bit of it beforehand, and I forgot to turn on the priority thing that mutes, like notifications and info and stuff. And I had a bunch of pop-ups in the middle of it. So rather than go through the big annoyance that is trying to edit the video and cover those up, I just figured I might as well restart. I'm only like 3 to 5 minutes in anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and restart. Alright, there is nothing over there. I already checked, so no need to waste the time on that. And there's nothing on the other way. This is completely linear, for this section at least. Let's see, what have they done to you, my baby? Oh, so you're alone now. It's for the best. I knew you couldn't take care of her. I did. How many people do you have to kill? It wasn't my fault. Get out of my face. I wonder, did we cause that right there? I'm not sure. It almost works, but so little time left. I'm fricked. Oh, I'm fricked so bad. It almost works. Oh, it's you. Could have at least said sorry. He would have gotten to you anyway. You didn't know that. And you still hurt us so much. I didn't mean to. It was necessary. Dot dot dot. One thing I say right off the bat, it's kind of like a small nitpick. I wish there was like a delay between the NPCs repeating their lines. You know how other games, usually what they do is if a background NPC has something to say, what they'll usually do is they'll let them say their lines and there'll be like a 5 second pause before they restart the conversation. So you make sure you're not reading the same thing over by accident because you know exactly when the conversation ends. But yeah, that's just a small nitpick. Anyway, let's go ahead and head in here. We shouldn't have trusted her. You led them to us. Murderer. Anyone who sees her, stay away. She's a greedy murderer. So many people died. It's all your fault. Mom, help me. Here. Mom, please. No. Still not ready to repent, are you? Frick off. All these sins and you've still lost. So we're going into Cthulhu vibes here. Let's see, it's a cake. Really like the themes and the artwork so far. It's some very beautifully drawn stuff. So 5 days earlier, we're going to go back in time. Let's see, we got a bunch of birds and a cat. Also a butterfly. I'm not sure what this place is. It looks like a tree mixed with a tower or something of the sort. So you're saying people lived that high. Yep, in the cities. There were much taller buildings. What did you call them? Skyscrapers, honey. I'd love to be a skyscraper. Maybe she meant in a skyscraper. I'm not sure. It could just be, because I think this character's being portrayed as a kid, so they don't have a proper understanding of certain things. And draw everything I see. No, no, no. Skyscrapers are buildings. And the people in them, did they have a name? Just residents. Boring. I'd call them sky hires. Well, people getting sky high on fairy dust is exactly what drove us out of the cities. Fairy dust, I'm gonna assume maybe that's cocaine type of drug, something of the sort. Oops, didn't know what it meant. Aha, got it. We can go now. Oh, please, Mom, just a little more. We gotta move. Can we come back later? I'll take my notebook. We'll see. You always say that, and then nothing happens. Hey, safety first. Come on. Alright, before we go, I wanted to walk over here because it's a pretty nice view just to see. Even though you can't see a whole lot, that is pretty nice. Trees and forest view kind of tells you how in the middle of nowhere you are. But yeah, it looks like we have companion over there. From the description, I assume she is our daughter from their interactions too, where she said honey. Aha, there's a birthday cake. I wonder if that does have correlation to the start. I want to take this. It's just old propaganda. A birthday cake must have been so cool. Trust me, you wouldn't want to taste it. And that's wrong. Kids love sweets, and yeah, cake is pretty good as long as you don't overload it with stuff. I made that horrible mistake on my birthday that just happened last month. I made this crazy ice cream cake I found off the internet, and it knocked me out. It was way too much sugar. Uh, these were fairy dust tubes. Remember? It's just the picture. Also, I could draw on the back. Nah, it's stuck to the wall. I promise I'll get you more notebooks. Let's see. Fairy dust trademark makes bellies bust. Ouch. That doesn't sound happy. Alright, let's check this ladder out. So just warped us down here, it seems. Search. Anything useful? We got one scrap. Just a few things. Let's see, there's a door. Nothing else over there. Look. It's a kitty. No, 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 back off. It could have rabies. Seems normal to me. Meow. Look, Mr. Puss is asking for help. Mr. Who? Scat, we don't have time. Meow. Maybe he needs a home. Honey, don't we all? Can't help every living thing. Aw, why couldn't we have that? A stray cat is a bad sign, could be people nearby. You mean bad people? Like those who tried to mug us on the highway, and you got enough presents for today. Let's see, so that's a dead end over there. Let's go ahead and keep walking this way. I haven't seen anything from this point. See, another poster. Attention, make it work or make do. The cavalry isn't coming and the store shelves are bare. If you want to see tomorrow, stop looking for new and start looking for useful. A handful of scrap and a little ingenuity can mean the difference between a funeral and a fighting chance. Keep your eyes on the ground. One man's trash is your next full magazine or your final stitch. So scrap plus tape equals ammo. Tape plus some kind of bottle equals bandage. Bottle plus scrap equals bat. So press I to open the inventory. Alright, we got a Colt M1 1911. That's a beautiful baby from back in the day. Definitely love me those pistols. Bandage, note, scrap, and electrical component. Alright, so we got enough to heal once. We got 4 bullets, and we got a scrap, so we need something else. It looks like a bottle there, though. Ah, so that's the bottle thing that I was telling us about. You know what? We might as well make a bat, I assume, because we don't have a melee weapon, and those 4 bullets. Bullets are probably going to be very rare. We don't want to waste them immediately. I'd rather have like a close range option too. So let's see. It says this plus scrap plus regents equals ammo. Regents plus scrap equals 9 millimeter. That. Hold on a second. Didn't that say bat? Yeah, it says. Oh, I see. Something is missing. That's why. There's something missing from it. The poster is ripped. Let's see. You can use that. Examine. My trusty handgun, it's a bit worn from frequent use, but it hasn't failed me yet. Look for electric parts at the wind turbine. Ah, so the building we were in, that was a turbine. Okay. We love the context. Electrical component. So we got the one component that we needed. Attention, don't let them get close. If you can feel their breath, you've waited too long. Throw your weight into it and shove them back. In close quarters, grab something heavy and swing with everything you've got. Flesh fails, but wood and steel endure. Keep your distance, hold the line. So press space to kick, press left mouse button to hit. I wonder if there's stamina. Oh, there's a bat right there. A heavy club reinforced with metal shards and nails, effective for when things get too close and faster than drawing a sidearm. Alright, so nice to see we got that before we left. Uh, Metal trash can, looks like it was empty. It's already got some Last of Us vibes from seeing the bar down there for the melee weapon durability. I like melee weapon durability. I mean, I hear a lot of people don't like durability, but I like durability systems quite a bit because they force you to change weapons and items around, which is something you just don't do when there's no condition. I mean, the average player, once you find something that's really good, let's be honest, how many people actually swap off of the good item to use anything else? It just doesn't really happen. So condition systems force you to change, and I like that. Wait, is this the plant? I will say for the record, though, even without the condition system, I am the type of person I always like to try random stuff and the niche items. I like to do the stuff that is not the meta because it's more fun to play, with things that are not as great or not as good, not as perfect. So let's see. Wait, is this the plant? Whoa, stay where you are. But you said it couldn't grow like that. It couldn't. Seems like it mutated. The berries on this one are much bigger. What do we do? Same old thing. Filthy weed. Are you sure you wanted to do that? Because that is, if this was real life, that would be all over your shoe. But I guess because this is a video game, we're gonna ignore that. Ew. Isn't the juice dangerous? As long as it doesn't get in your mouth. Well, I would hope you don't have any cuts or open sores, because that's also a possibility. Or holes in your stuff. Let's see, private property. Looks like this used to be an electrical plant of some sort based off the scenery. Do need to keep an eye out and stay vigilant for items, like they said, because you never know. Let's see. Oh, we can actually run. So you just hold shift, and that's how you do it. Alright, so we came from there. So let's head right over here to this place. Can I please go with you? Out of the question. You know what the plant means. Dusters? Exactly. You could you always say they could be out there, and then we never see any. Honey, we haven't seen a gene crop in months. Please, it's my birthday, and you're really pushing it. You must stay here. Come on, get in. Dot dot dot. Dang, we're coming off as a little too strict, I would say. I mean, then again, I'm not a parent, but I would not I would not be like this. I'd be much more understanding. Let's see, that item drawer thing, it was empty. There was nothing in there. I wonder, is it RNG? So if you play the game again, you know, there'll be different stuff. Maybe draw the huge berry plant. Maybe I'll draw you with a big key to lock me up forever. Oh, kid. I wish you were joking. Dot, dot, dot. Catherine, you there? Catherine. Rashid, do you read? Copy, copy. You got the converter? Roger that. What's the next step? Find the key cards. Apply the converter. Open the vault. Wait. How many key cards? A couple. The guys I sent already had them. Just find their stuff. So if I get the thing, the one in the vault, we have a deal? Absolutely. Should be easy. Saw a gene crop here. Really? Might be some surprises. You'll manage. As always. Good luck. Over and out. Stay here. I mean it. Under no circumstances. Okay, okay. I'll be back before dark. Will you wish me luck? There's no luck, Mom. Just preparation. That's what you always say. Huh, got me. I don't know. I don't know, buddy. It's a lot of things that are luck. Alright, Warehouse 13. No entry. Let's see, is there any stuff to scout out here before we go in? It's another door of some sort. Alright, let's check this first. Oh, that does open. Frick. I knew it. Let's see, no crouching. Nothing over here. Let's go ahead and take care of this. Let's see, loot. 9mm rounds. Is this thing gonna... We didn't crush the head, so that's interesting. Drawer. Nothing. Poster. Attention, make every shot count. Keep your weapon clean and close at hand. Aim true. Survival isn't about how many rounds you fire, but how many you land. If you aren't sure of the hit, don't waste the shot. Couldn't be more real than that. So right mouse button, aim, use R to reload. Okay, so you can move while aiming, but it does take a minute to draw the weapon. I like that. It's a moment of vulnerability, so you gotta think. Alright, so we can hold up to 8 in our magazine. But yeah, gotta be careful. Don't get trigger happy. Let's see, board. Your hands feed the world. Your hands doomed the world. Alright, we got scrap and bullets. So far, pretty generous on the ammo, I will say, compared to other survival horror-esque games. But not a whole bunch, not too generous yet. We'll see. Let's see, rusty door. Electrical component. Can't use that here. Alright, we got regents and more bullets. It's a newspaper. Farmers protest gene crop expansion. Several local farmers have voiced concerns over Dust Tech's campaign to replace all traditional fields with gene crops for swifter fairy dust production. At a rally outside the country courthouse, they called the new plants unnatural and warned the government against betting the state's food supply on them. "We planted those bushes," said farmer Cliff Hargrove of Red Willow. "Each time they came up different, some twisted, some oozing slime. That's an abomination." Dust Tech founder Aaron Dust dismissed the protests in a press statement. "Progress has always met with resistance from those unwilling to adapt. The truth is simple. Gene crops can feed millions, while a few backward voices cling to the past. We are building the future." So someone with not a lot of sense and a whole bunch of money decided to do something against the best wishes of most people. So we got a key of some sort here. Looks like bunk beds and lockers, so someone was living here perhaps. Quite a few people based on the beds here. Okay, so that did open the door there. Before we continue, I want to check this other door out here, in case that locks me into going that way. Okay, so this door is locked. Good to know. Ooh, it's quite a bit. Well, that was not good. That was a moment. Thankfully, not too much damage, but that did hit pretty hard. Let's see, we got a bandage. Thankfully, I don't need to craft one now. I'm actually going to wait, because I think if we do get hit, I can take maybe 4 hits max. I'm going to assume maybe that's 25% of the bar it took. Alright, let's go ahead and reload. We lost our bat, sadly, so we're going to need to make some ammo. Let's go ahead and craft both of these into ammo. Let's see, scraps plus binding. Oh, so this is how you make it. Okay, there we go. So we got a bat now as well. We have this, but nothing to use. Alright, so we got 2 magazines, and we have a bat again. Okay, so hold to move. Alright, can't go there anymore. So we're going to have to go through a window and try to get up there. Notes updated. Reach Rashid by radio. We did that. Find entrance to facility. We did that. So locate the warehouse delivery for Rashid. Very simple and straight to the point on these notes. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we got a lock. Oh, that's open. It's a passage. Some scraps. Let's check over here before we go into the passage. See, there's a door of some sort. And there's stairs here. We got a lot of options on where to go. Okay, so that door leads to the other way. The opposite end of the rubble. Let's see, can we reuse the window or... Nope. No window. So passage. Okay, so passage leads back. That opens up our pathway backwards. Alright, that door opens, so let's check these stairs. Ah, so they lead down here. Okay, we're going to check the building first, since this is the first path. Okay, empty drawer. Got items from the locker. Nice. What was that? Battery bay. Looks like the battery is missing. Rashid's guys left such a mess. So we got some bindings. This is a shutter gate. They tried to get to the vault too. Alright, so looks like this is a dead end for the moment, so we need to go the stairs way. So about 2 hits at a time, it seems, for most zombies. Let's see, there's a drawer. It's a box. It was loud. So that probably got the attention of something. Scraps and bindings. Alright, before we go in, we are definitely going to want to prepare. Go ahead and get another one of those. Alright, we'll leave the last one for another bat. Uh-oh, I see a bit of an issue here. So making that upgraded this bat. It repaired it, but we lost a block for doing that. Because we still had 1 hit left on the weapon. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we still only have 5. So we actually had a net loss there. That's not good. Alright, we got 2 guys up there. We got a darkness pit over here. Cannot go there. Can't go that way either. We're going to wait for the guy on the right to finish. Okay, there we go. Okay, this guy is dealt with. Got rounds, got a fuse box. It's a drawer. Empty. Let's deal with this guy. Alright, he dropped bullets. It's a handle. See, that says caution. I'm gonna wait and check the other side first. Okay, we got a door here. Some chains rattling, but so far nothing I can do in this room. Let's see, that's the ladder. Okay. You know what? I came from this ladder, I think. So where's this ladder go? Oh, it is dark in here. Yeah, that's dangerous right now. Let's not do that. Okay, so this stayed. I was thinking that was going to come up. That's why I wanted to go and look at the other stuff and see. See if it was going to raise itself, is what I meant. Alright, door. This is the place. I hope this stuff is still operable. So notes, updated. Power the ladder. Let's see, A is green. B, we don't, it's not purple. C is something, D is something. Oh wow, I hit F and that used the bandage. I didn't know that was a hotkey. So we do know A green for 100%. So let's go ahead and can I mess with this or no? I guess not right now. Electrical component. Okay, it's working. Ah, so I see. Okay. So this is a green key card. I need 3 more. So let's go ahead and pop that in A. That's the right one. Okay. Got more bandages. So you decided to dump me or what? I've spent 3 days fixing this crappy old lock, and you haven't fetched those key cards for a week? Really? I get those idiots hid them in all sorts of garbage to guard Dust-Tech's dirty secrets, but man, I told Rashid I'm only in for the lock thing. Absolutely no freaking around in those ruins. So I'll be heading out now. Never working with you or him again. I'll find my own way into Sanctuary. Cheers, Silas. Dang, that's a shame. They lost a good lockpicker from the sounds of it. Or somebody who can fix electronics for the very least. Okay, so that gives us another route. Anything? Nope, nothing over there. Drawer and newspaper. Strange incidents reported on berry farms. Reports are mounting from Gene Crop Farms about workers behaving erratically after eating the berries. Witnesses say several workers turned aggressive and refused to leave the fields, insisting on continuing their shift despite the harvest being over. Local farmer Cliff Hargrove says he's seen it firsthand. A man I grew up with started working the fields. After a week on those berries, he wasn't the same. Wouldn't talk to his family, wouldn't eat anything else, just stared at the bushes like they owned him. Dust Tech founder Aaron Dust countered with an all too familiar narrative. A handful of lazy farm hands and fearmongers do not outweigh the needs of millions, period. Local health officials downplayed the incident, citing heat, stress, and fatigue. Of course. That does seem like this is all realistically plausible as something that could and probably would happen. For all we know, it may be happening right now because they do genetically modify food. It's quite dark in there. Let's see, where's this lead? Somewhere outside, but I can't remember if I've been here. Ooh. I have not been here. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta stop this thing. There's definitely something in there. I need to open it with a key. Okay, we took the battery out. Scoot that over there. That did go pretty rough, but I think we handled that pretty well. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get some more stuff while we're at it. Go ahead and make that, as well as ammo. Whoops, not that one. We wanted that one. There we go. Alright, we got a decent sum of bullets. Let's see, trunk, battery. So, we're forced to walk slowly while we're carrying the battery, it seems. Frick. Lord, it's heavy. Why does it always have to be heavy? Oh, crap. I missed the shot. I can't believe it. Dang, this guy don't want to die. I don't know what the heck that guy was on, but man, he must have been on steroids or something. He would not die. Okay, where did I need the battery again? That's a good question I gotta figure out. Oh yeah, that's right, the ladder, I believe. I think it was the ladder. I need to turn power on. Alright, we got more hostiles. One shot for that guy. There we go. We got the battery. Alright, where's this go again? This is... Okay, that's back to the van. Okay, this will get us upstairs. See, it was our reality. They changed it to is our reality. And reload. Got regents. Totally not suspicious looking area. Ooh, got a flashlight. Let's see, I can't read the notes here. Or wait, no. Nice. Great, a working flashlight. Okay, I can read the notes. Delivery, find 4 key cards, something's locked in the trunk, look for a light to explore the bottom level. Alright, let's see, does this have limited? No? No, it looks like it is, for the time being, it is permanent. Okay, we got a blue key card. Drawer is empty. Let's see, cockpit. Scraps and a note. Command says they're not people anymore. Orders were, as before, to strafe the fields, take out anything moving in them. But the last time I saw their faces right before I pulled the trigger, they looked scared, they looked still human. I signed up to protect people, not mow them down in rows like crops. I can't do this. Maybe I'll just make a pass at low altitude, scare them off. That's all I can live with. If I fail, tell my family I tried to do the right thing. Lieutenant M. Hayes. Thank you for your service and for doing the right thing, buddy. Well, hello there. Alright, do that, and there we go. Very clean. Let's get a new weapon made. And there we go. Very efficient resource usage, I would say. Oh, that's the newspaper, okay. So it says blue into D is a question mark. So let's try blue as D. Nope, that is not right. So whenever you do it wrong, you have to restart, it seems. So A, let's try C. That is not right, so it must be B. What? It's not B? Interesting. So A is blue. I mean, A is green. Yeah, so blue to green. So I must need to wait is the thing, because I don't have the other ones. Okay, I think I have to wait until I find some of the other key cards. Alright, I don't have the key to the car yet, so that's also another thing to look out for. Okay, that is a dead end again. So let's see, I believe I need to go this way and take a left. Go here. That body is still there, both of them actually. The flashlight stopped doing its thing for some reason. I hear the sound like something is down there. Okay, there's a door there. Oh, it's the cat. Let's keep this drawn, just in case something pops up. Ooh, looks like we found what happened to one of the guys here. I like how they added sound effects too if you walk over the gore. So let's see, note added. Inventoried. So we found the key for the car. Let's see, drawer, got items. Items. Most of those were empty, but we got something from one of them. Alright, let's go check the car before we continue. Right over to here and outside the door. Over the barricade, and here's the trunk. Better open it with keys. Alright, we got the violet key card. So maybe we can try again with the puzzle. Whoops, that's the wrong way. Alright, so it says that green is not purple, but let's just try it. Okay, it really is not. And we just want to make sure, once again, it is not blue. It is not blue, so it is orange is the next one. Alright, we're loaded up. Let's get ready because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bunch of zombies or a boss in here. It was indeed a bunch of zombies. That guy really did not want to die for some reason. Let's save ammo while we can. Oh, he died with one hit. That's wild. So fuse box. I do like that they have random health. It's kind of like Resident Evil styled, where the health is slightly different for enemies, so you never know exactly how many shots it's going to take, which keeps you on edge. And that is pretty realistic because, excuse me, it takes different amounts of shots to take down actual people. Something fell upstairs. Pretty sure you're wondering, how do I know this information? That is because I watch a lot of police stuff. Because I wanted to be a police officer at one point. Regional evacuation ordered citizens to rally at Dust Tech Complex. The governor's office has ordered a full evacuation of agricultural belt after violent attacks in gene crop zones escalated this week. Civilians are directed to the Dust Tech Northern Research Complex, where military escorts will oversee relocation. Tragedy struck during one of the farmer protests. Local resident Cliff Hargrove was killed while trying to pull affected workers away from the berry fields. His widow, Eileen Hargrove, spoke through tears. He just wanted to stop them, to bring them home. They tore him apart instead. Someone has to pay for this. Meanwhile, Dust Tech founder Aaron Dusk issued only a brief statement. These so-called incidents are part of a targeted smear campaign against our company. More on that later. So let me check again. We have, yeah, just the two. Alright, so something fell up here. It's a cage. So you found all the key cards. Joke's on you. We've destroyed the lock. There's nothing inside the vault. It's empty. Just leave or face the consequences from Dust Tech's Special Security Unit. You've been warned. Finally, the last one. Now I can breach in. Alright, dealt with him, and that guy's dealt with. Let's make another thing while we can. Alright, so yellow. Interesting, nothing happened there. Ah, I must have to reset the thing, that's probably why. Alright, so we'll put yellow into green. That is right. So this one's a guess. I'm gonna guess maybe purple. Purple was right. Awesome. And so purple, you put blue. And we've made it. Alright, fully loaded. Let's, before we go in there, let's make sure we're prepared. Go ahead and make some more ammo. Alright, we're looking good on bandages, looking good on health. We are ready for whatever is possibly coming. Let's see, drawer, we just got some more bindings and scrap. Might make an extra bandage just to be safe. Actually, I don't have the supplies to make one. Okay. Forward we go. There's a door. Warehouse access log confidential. Request ID 773AE57 SOE. Requested by Theodore Matthews, Research Division Lead. Item, Salt of Earth SOE, Model SO. Growth Acceleration Unit. Description, portable ergonomic delivery system, engineered for nutrient injection, utilizing a proprietary dispersal pattern to maximize uptake efficiency. Purpose of request to be used in controlled laboratory trials involving specimen BX9, classified for testing biomass yield amplification. Authorization level 4 clearance approved by Aaron Dusk. So some kind of note. See, it's a package. It's the only other item in here. Okay, this is the thing. Now I can go back. I think what we just picked up is to help someone spread even more of this virus. I would have to assume, because there's not much else that could really be here. Help. Ah, crap. Ava, I told you to stay put. I know, but the cat. The cat what? It was sitting there. Frick. Keep close. Crap, let's get to the camper already. I'm glad I brought the stuff here. Leave the cat. No. She says no. Go, go. Mom. We can't leave him here. So many dusters. How? Mom. Please. What were you even thinking? You could have died. Well, I didn't. Yeah, 'cause I wasted like 1,000 bullets. ... Rashid, do you read? Copy, copy. You got the thing? Yeah, but man, lots of dusters. And they were tougher. That's really weird. Rashid, listen. You need defenses. We're fine here. Your place might be overrun. And then the deal is off. Catherine, just ride here. Is it safe? 0 threats. And it will stay that way. Just come. Fine, over and out. Mom, the cat. For Christ's sake, we don't need it. We're leaving it. It's non-negotiable. Wow. The least we can do is feed him. Her. I'm hungry too. You see, Mr. Puss, we only have old canned food left. Meow? My lord, Ava. It's just a cat. You haven't eaten those bright berries, have you? Animals are smart enough not to. Well, if it did, he'd become a scary duster cat. It'd probably just die. Like kids do, like women do. This is a tough world, Mr. Puss. Look for some food on the shelves. Back there. Meow. Oh wow, we're controlling the daughter now. Mom? Is there any canned tuna left? No. Only beef and pork. You don't mind meat, do you? Meow, meow. To everyone around Clifton. A boy is missing. Name's Jim. Contact Vera on this frequency. Won't you answer that? Can't help everyone. Yeah. Right. ... Meow. Well, if you're playing a video game, you usually can help everyone. Or, well, most of them. Meow. Mom. Do you happen to have a knife? Yep, over here. Thanks. Look for a box, please. Which box? A sturdy one for our device. Why? Just why did you take it? So you don't get rid of Mr. Puss while I'm gone. Wow, do you really think I'm that evil? So we keep him? Again, no. Maybe your friend will. No, he won't. Mom, listen, please. Just keep the cat. Why? Why can't we keep the cat? I don't understand. Where is Rashid? Let's see, there's a door. Alright, this looks like another linear story section. So nothing we can check out around here. Hello? Rashid? What's going on? No idea. Keep your head down. Alright, I need to reload, like bad. But it won't let me reload. Won't let me open the inventory either. The Road of Dust and Sorrow. Thanks for playing, more to come soon. Well, I will say that was definitely a fun trip. Definitely 100% enjoyed that. That was awesome. I think for sure I want to check out the full game whenever it comes out. But yeah, so it looks like that's going to be it. My rating, what do I rate this demo? So for what it has shown me so far, I think I'm going to go ahead and give this a solid 9 out of 10. I don't really have any major complaints. The only ones that I really had was the nitpick at the beginning, which to be honest, after focusing on this for so long, I kind of forgot even what the nitpick was. Oh, it was about the dialogue. Yeah, that was it. It was about the dialogue thing. But yeah, that's the only negative so far that I really have. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and add one more just to make the score make more sense. I'm gonna say a negative for the enemy variety right now. I do know this is an early demo, so that could just be complications for it. But so far, we've only seen the one singular enemy type, and that was it. There was nothing else. Nothing else whatsoever to be worried about, to fear or be surprised by. It's just the same one predictable enemy, which is okay. I could play a whole game with that and enjoy it for the story, but I do kind of want more stuff. I want more enemies. I want more stuff. I kind of wanted like a boss fight or something to happen too. That's what I was kind of expecting at the end, is like a big boss fight, but none of that. But yeah, not too big a deal. It's not the end of the world. That's just minor complaints, but yeah, it's still a really solid experience. So hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna go ahead and get out. Thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.